Welcome everybody, tractorchutes here for Monday Mayhem. What you gonna do, brother? Right on, love Monday Mayhem. In the lower left-hand corner, in the map of Red City, one of the coolest looking maps out there, we have ourselves Daishi. Daishi will be playing as the Red Zerg. In the upper right-hand corner is the Blue Protoss. Is Firewalker for Team Copper. This should be a doozer. Let's get this baby going. You notice we started on 2 times because I like to get me a quick start and a quick finish, if you know what I mean. There we go. He's going to finish that pylon there and stand himself over there for a little bit. Now he's going to move himself out there. Doesn't look like we got some patrol points here. Maybe Firewalker doesn't realize that on this map it is always a cross spawn. FYI, and I know you watch my videos because you send me all your replays. It's always a cross spawn, son. So he's going to head himself way over here. Going to end up getting that probe back in the base. Not head over there, but get probe back in the base after he built himself a forge. So it does look like a forge fast expand quite possibly. We do have a hatch out of the other opponent there, Daishi. Daishi is going hatch first into gas. So he's possibly getting into some mutas, I would have to imagine, is my first guess. Or definitely a gas heavy build. Probe will get across the map here. For Firewalker, he will get himself right in the base. Now realize where he is. Not entirely sure if he's seen that expansion there. Let's take a look here. Did he end up? Yes, he does know that expansion is there. Very good intel. Now, whether or not he knows what to do with it, we will soon find out. Usually want to pump a couple zealots, get him down there quick, and maybe start cannoning up around the natural here. Would have been my move if you did bring him back. Yes, maybe he will actually. He might actually have heard me. Did you hear me? Is this some sort of time warp? Or he's just going to stand up on top of that ramp because he thinks it's damn cool. Maybe he might actually do this here. This is what you want to do. Yes, there you go. Put the pressure on when they have the natural down first like that there. Spawning pool is just coming up now, so we'll have lots of time to get some cannons down there. And with the forge already being built was his smartest move. Or you could put on some early pressure if you see that hatch first. It could be your other move as well. That is your big tip from your big man tractorchute. There we go. We'll take a look over here. He does have the 1 gas happening here. Let's take a look at the APM. Is attacking those nice little rocks there. Gives him something to do. 43 to 27. Now you know we're in the little leagues here. I will let you guys know, in case it's a surprise to you, that the opponent here, Daishi, is a gold level player. And Firewalker is a silver level. I did realize I called him bronze in the last game, but then I was misinformed that he is actually a silver player, so I got that email that night telling me that. A Sunday, if you watch any of those casts, you will see I did call him bronze. So I do apologize for that. He is a silver league player, so very well done for you, Firewalker. My congrats. So down here, he did end up actually getting the cancel on it. So very well done. Looked like Daishi did fend that off. So well done by Daishi. So now Daishi is ahead economically wise. But at the same time, Firewalker did follow his up with basically a nice wall off into a Nexus there. So he's not going to be that far behind. So realistically, he is keeping pace with them here, so it should be fairly even as far as that goes. If we take a look at our production tab here, we do have ourselves nothing secret coming out there, just the Nexus, the assimilator, the pylon coming out there. Already getting ourselves into layer technology already, so very well done there. And he's getting metabolic boost, so very, very well done by Daishi here. Looks like he's going to commit to doing a little bit of dog harass here once he does get the metabolic boost out here. He cannot get in here, though. That's the only problem here. It's a very good wall off by Firewalker. We found out he can wall off very well if you watch the cast from Make Me a Sandwich Sunday, because he did a very good wall off and defended his opponent off very well in that game there, especially against the nice ultralist muta push there. Does have himself some dogs at the X-Naga Tower here, so he's going to get some very good vision there. Does look like Firewalker is going to come in there. Firewalker will slowly move that probe into the middle of the map here. We'll get massacred by these 2 dogs, I would have to imagine here, as they do chase down that probe there. We'll pretty much get the surround. There we go. Does get the kill there, so very well done. That is a win for you, Daishi. Are getting some creep spread out of Daishi, so very, very well done there as well. If we take a look up here, he has not evolved in the roaches yet. Does have the 2 gases, but is only mining off of 1 with 3 there, so not entirely sure. I did think it was gas heavy first when he did go extractor right away there, but apparently not, as he is only going off of 1 gas. With roach build, you really don't need a lot of gas. Looks like he might have this zealot on hold position here, which he does. That pylon won't be enough to take that dog out. Now the dog does know that he is walled off very well, so Firewalker should be able to fend this off for a little while. Let's see what he's going to choose to do. So he is going to Stargate technology, so not a bad choice at all. So he's going looking to get in the Stargate technology. Does need to fill that gas up. Has 3 on that. Has 3 on that as well. Would imagine 2 more simulators come down here at some point in time. Unless he's just looking to use that Stargate for an Oracle and maybe just a couple Phoenixes for scouting purposes. We'll soon find out. Is going to finally get into a Roach build here and is going Spire. So it does look like we are getting into a Muta build. For that, he will need to get down 2 extractors down here, as the Muta build is hard enough on 1 base. It is actually hard on 2 base, sorry. It is very, very hard on 1 base. So does need to get the couple gas out here so you can at least get the 4 extractors going. So you might be a little bit late on that for going into a Muta build, especially with the Spire just finishing up. Really need to get those extractors down about 2 minutes ago, at the very least there. So if we go down here, it does look like Firewalker at the same time is going into a gas as well. There does have 2 more gases going down there, so he will get himself some pretty gas heavy here. Is getting a couple more gateways down, which is very well done. Does need some more production there, as he does only have the 1 current active gateway actually. Does Chrono boosting himself out of Phoenix first. Fairly odd choice, but fair enough. Is getting upgrades, though. That's what we like to see from the lower end guys. Start getting your upgrades. The hardest to remember, I always found when I was learning to get good, and I'm still not good, but when I was learning, getting the upgrades took me the longest. You always forget about the upgrades, and I'm not entirely sure why. They just in the back of your head. Oh, thank goodness. I thought we were getting some different type of buildings. Are going in 3 Evo chambers. Fairly interesting considering we were going into Muta. So very, very odd. Not too sure what build you're going to go with 3 Evos. Could get maybe a Carapace. Unless he's going for all 3 and air. That's really, with 3 Evos, you're basically committing to a ground range army or a ground melee army. And then he's got the Spire out as well. So definitely has lots of options here. Not entirely sure what he's going to choose to do so with them. Does get the 3rd out. Really does need to do so with the extra gas here. So it gets those 2 gas going. Has these 2 gas finally going here. Really, really curious what Daishi's going to do here. Phoenix is going to chase around these Overlords here. Phoenix is to get themselves a couple kills here. Try and supply block their opponent here. But as you can see, he has a fairly hefty Overlord count here. So not going to do him a whole lot of good there. Does that? I actually do believe he did heal that Overlord there with his queen there, so very well done there. Not too shabby if you ask me from the lower end. Does have a couple, oh wow, 3 Spore Crawlers. So really prepared for the harass there. Very well done there. Now we do see Firewalker does have the vision there. Did end up seeing that we do have 3 evil chambers and very, very good creep spread. I must say, creep spread is phenomenal by Daishi. This man knows how to play gold level. He is very good so far. I must say, I am very impressed. At the other end here, we are chrono boosting everything out here. Let's take a look at our unit tab. Look at that upgrades actually. Wow. That's the range upgrade. Not entirely sure what that upgrade is. Oh, that is the groove spines. I believe that's his range, if I remember correctly. Yes, it does increase range. So he is getting into a Hydra build, so he is definitely going to go range. So might see a Roach Hydra with the option of Muta. So not bad. Is getting a macro hatch there as well. So very well done. Anyways, let's get ourselves back onto the units tab here. So we do have ourselves a changeling on the field here. So very, very smart. Not entirely sure where that changing is. And there he is there running around the base there. Zealot's running around getting all the information he needs. Very, very smart. So he knows exactly what he's up against at this point in time. Do only have the 4 Phoenixes, the 1 Mothership, the 1 Stalker, and the 5 Zealots out of Firewalker there. Did have an evolving unit into an Overseer there. So do have 2 Overseers on the map now. 14 Overlords. Wow, their food count's doing fairly good. 134. Wow. Another change, or sorry, same change in there. 1 dog on the field as well. So both of them definitely macro heavy early. Does look like this probe was getting a little bit pissed off, scratching his Zealot's ass there. Zealot does move out of the way there. He will get down here and get his 3rd out. Very smart, as he did need to get that done. Look at that creep spread. Really moving across the map here. About just about 2/3 across the map here. So very well done there. Or about 1/3, sorry. There we go. Up here, we do have the Overseer up here. Overseers are nice. They are nice and fast, much faster than Overlords. And we are getting a drone transfer. So very well done by Daishi there. Daishi does almost have that macro hash down. Is getting an infestation pit as well. Maybe he just likes to build every building there is, because he does not have any units, but he almost has every building so far. Over here, we do have the Phoenixes that have tracked down an Overseer. They'll chase that down there, so very well done. To have the Twilight Council down, we are going with Zealot legs. Do not see a Dark Shrine as of yet, so we might not go in the Darkies. Wow, my throat's killing me still. It's killed me yesterday, and it's still killing me. Wow, gotta get myself some Vicks. There we go. That 3rd will start to finish up there. Do have these 2 Phoenixes. They'll make a little route around the outside here. This 3rd is looking healthy as ever. Healthy as a horse is what I like to say there. If we take a look at our production tab at this point in time, do have a lot coming out of Firewalker here. Does have the air weapon, does have the Zealot legs, does have the ground weapon, does have the Nexus, and has 3 more gateways going down. So very well done there. Very good production there. Always good to keep yourself busy. Very good mineral count for Daishi here. So he really is saving up. Not too sure what he's going to spend it on. Could really go into a mass muta, whatever he wants really. He's got 3,000 bucks and 2,100 gas, so has lots of options of what he chooses to do. So we'll leave it on the production tab so we can see what he chooses to go with. These Phoenixes here just missed the Overseer. They're going to fly around the map there. Both these guys doing very good scouting so far. Is getting this all built up around his base here. So does get the second gas out on the third there, so very well done there. On the other hand, Firewalker is keeping very good count too. He had about 500 at one point in time. Now he's about 400, 600 for mineral 2 gas count. There goes the rest of those gateways there, so that's a very good job there. Definitely getting more production buildings for the 2 full bases he has, and the third coming down there. There's still nothing else very, very interesting. Does have the number 2-2 going down for the car pace, the range, and the melee there. So you definitely get into an upgrade-heavy game, which is what you'll start finding. When you get from the silver into the gold and up, you'll find they're really a lot better at their upgrades. Their upgrades will be constant. Not to say Firewalker's doing a bad job. It's just that once you get higher up, you'll see a phenomenal job. So there's 1 and 2 for him. So he is really doing good. But at the same time, we got all sorts of upgrades happening at the other end. He's really got all the extra ones. Is even going air. So really, really a big bag of nuts for him there. He has all the options in the world there. And big bag of nuts is actually kind of a pun. But anyways, he's got himself a big bag of chips over there. Like, look at the upgrades. He can basically go ground. He can go air. He's going to have the upgrades available to him. So very, very smart there. That third is going very well for Firewalker here. He's doing himself a very proud game so far. Now we can probably take a look and we'll have a bit of an army on the field. Or not. 1 dog still on the field in the 6 queens, but we do have 9 phoenixes. Wow, phoenix count is very high for Firewalker here. Definitely not entirely sure why he's keeping that high phoenix count. He probably did see the Spire, which I do believe so, so maybe that's why he's expecting mass muta. I'm not entirely sure, but he is going to start moving his army out at this point in time here. It is very phoenix heavy, or he's just getting them all together with the F2 button, one of the greatest buttons ever invented, and it is mass muta. Wow. So we have elected to spend everything on mutas here. Does have 26, still has a lot of gas though, as he does have these 6 gases altogether going there. So very well done for him on the macro game so far. Now let's see what he's willing to do. The funny thing is he got all his upgrades for the ground units. So I'm not too sure why he elected to go with this and not get into ultras, as he hasn't been attacked for a while. So we'll see what happens here. He is at 0-0 of course, because he only has 1 Spire on the map here. So unless he's going to prove me wrong here. I did see the one. It even has a Hydralisk den, so he can really go anything he wants. So maybe that's what he wanted to do, is leave it available, do 1 attack, and then decide what he wants to do from there. So, but it is still very funny. He has a lot of upgrades for his ground units, but not much for his air at all. He does have the 1 coming, I do know. If I pull up the production tab here, I do believe so. Maybe not. He must have canceled it. Not too sure why. Oh, there it is. He must have just finished. So we do have 1 for the weapon, for air weapons, 0 for the armor. There is going to massacre this third. Really a good win there for him, but this army is waiting for him. This Phoenix count is going to be ridiculous on him here. You never want to fight Phoenixes. They can move and shoot. They have the range, so not going to be a very good win for him here in that engagement, as those Phoenixes will chase them out of here. Just way too many Phoenixes for those Buddhas. Oh, he did catch himself overcommitting there. Very good move by Daishi. Catches Firewalker overcommit that there. A little bit of a misclick as Firewalker was trying to get in there. Did end up losing quite a few Phoenixes there. They're going to retreat back here. Now, won't be surprised if he goes right to a ground army at this point in time. He is showing that he is mass muta, but has the ground army upgrades prepared. So I won't be surprised at all if it was more of a trick and maybe wants to make it look like he's going mass muta, and we might start seeing a lot of ground units. Would be absolutely freaking brilliant. We'll see whether or not that happens. Very good upgrades. Ground level 2 coming down there, and Protoss ground weapon level 3. So very well done by Firewalker. Upgrades are massive. He's going across the middle of the map at the same time here. So we are getting a bit of a counter here. These mutas are really confused. I think he's catching what's happening here, determining what he wants to do with them. They're at the Naga Tower. These mutas are just going to stand around for a little bit at this point in time. Would have to imagine one person is going to go one way at this point in time. And like I say, there he goes. 21 roaches coming out. So he knew what was coming. Does get into the ground army, and he's got the upgrades. But like I say, Firewalker's got great upgrades too. So it could be very interesting to see which way this goes here. Is bringing the mutas back here. Those mutas are going to intercept this proxy pylon. So that'll help him out quite a bit there. Does have all these units over here. They're going to finish off this gas. This expansion's right out of here. So Firewalker's starting to move out here. So this could be a little bit scary. Does have Zealot legs as well. So that'll definitely be very handy to him. We are at 200 to 139 for army, so definitely army count will go to Daishi. Now we're going to see what happens here as Daishi does have all his units back here. He is going to, this is perfect for Firewalker here. You got to keep yourself in those engagements where you can't get surrounded. He is going to commit though. Wow, a little bit surprised he's going to commit to that. That's a lot of roaches, and if he micros this correctly, those roaches should massacre this ground army. Lots of hydras coming down. Oh wow, this is just a massacre. Not a very good choice of engagement. Really overcommitted there, did Firewalker. He's going to go down like nothing here. We'll end up losing all these units pretty quickly here. There goes the Immortal. There goes the rest. There's a Phoenix. Imagine the GG is going to come pretty quick here. 156 to 73. That army's going to move across the map here as they probably realize they are smelling blood and they want to go right for the jugular. If you don't know where the jugular is, that's your neck, boys. Might go right for the neck and kill Firewalker here, and it does look like that is exactly what's going to happen here. He is moving across here. Firewalker trying his best to replenish that army here. Is up to 85 to 156. This Hydra count's ridiculous. Look at that, 2 upgrades for his ground army though. So very well done. Good job on the upgrades there. That must have been what he planned. He did not build any mutas from that point. He is going 3 all the way across here. Wow, I'm getting into Ultralisk here. So he does look up there. Maybe he's starting to toy with him a bit. Nope, he is actually going to commit. He is going to go right up here. Once Firewalker sees his army, I will have to imagine there'll be way too many Phoenixes. And yes, that is exactly what those mutas do. They scare you into building Phoenixes or keeping Phoenixes. So that is definitely a good play by Daishi there to do that. And I'm sure that's exactly why Firewalker still has a lot of Phoenixes on the field there. They'll take all that out here. They're going to move in here. Firewalker does need to try and engage him in that little chokehold. Not that he would have much of a chance anyways. His army is darn massive, but would have been his only chance really. Just way too many Hydra lists on the field here. They're going to massacre through the rest of those Void Rays. That should pretty much be it if you ask me. Very well done. They should clean up the rest of these Phoenixes fairly quickly here. Does have a couple cannons on the field. They're not going to do a whole lot there. GG from Firewalker. My condolences to you, Firewalker. My congrats to you, Daishi. Very polite out of both of you guys. Very good game. I will leave you with the final saying: when you're plugging in the plug-in, you don't have the saw on, make sure you don't get your hand caught in the fridge because the woman's going to see you. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.